Welcome to day 4. It's Thursday, right? Yes, day 4 of the Go Live Abra Calabra Challenge. I think I'm going live on YouTube, in my normal Facebook group or my normal Facebook page, and then a group here or there. So, welcome to this brave thing I'm doing. This is Thursday, Lizzie. I'm a drink gremlin, so it's how many cups can we collect by a Thursday? Full disclosure, my daughter took 2 cups and a couple cans down. Shh. Thursdays are rough here. And we had a 2-hour delay. It was a lot, people. But I just hopped on here today to just talk for a few minutes about communicating complex things and doing that in simple terms because words matter. And if you know me, you know that I love words. I am a lover of words above all else, other than maybe God and my husband, right? And my children, maybe my dog. I love words. Sorry, Ma, I love you too. Uh, the point is, words are so important. Words matter. Words give us the ability to say what we mean. They give us the ability to tell people what our dreams are, what we're afraid of, how we're really feeling, our innermost thoughts. They also give us the opportunity to communicate exactly what we need. And I think that's really important because communicating what you need, communicating what you can give, those two things go hand in hand. And when we can communicate those two things, when we can help each other find the words for that, it's a much more beautiful world, right? So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and then I'm going to show you a couple extra goodies. One extra goodie that got added to the group for women who are building that extra job. Maybe it's a side hustle. Maybe that's what it feels good to call it in your space. Maybe it's a nap time hustle. Maybe you're putting kids to bed for afternoon naps or getting them on the bus in the morning and then zipping into this extra thing you do. Maybe it's the thing you do late at night when everyone's asleep and the house is quiet and you have a few minutes to yourself. But it's that thing you do that's extra. It's outside of the things that the world expects from you. And it's this extra thing that that you hold on to and that you show that you can do. Usually that thing brings in money, right? That's one of the reasons we do a side job. But I think along with as important as bringing in that extra income, which is so empowering and necessary for a lot of people, it also brings adds something to your sense of self. It's something that's yours. It's yours. It's like this thing you're growing, right? It's the same reason women from everywhere are going back to learning those basic skills, the skills that my generation they weren't priority, right? Like they're going back to homesteading, they're going back to all of these things because it's a thing that you contribute. It's a way that you give back to the world. It's empowering, and it's yours. And so side hustles or micro businesses or whatever you want to call them are so much more important than just this thing that makes us money. And today we're going to talk about ways that you can communicate what you do and what you need very simply. And it's going to be a high level discussion because I don't want to be on here long. I'm trying to practice my brevity. It is not a strong point, if you know me. Uh, when you have a thing that you need to give to someone else, some words that you need to give to someone else to tell them what you need. We are so big at beating around the bush, right? We're so big at saying, well, blah, blah, blah. I kind of, if you could, if it's okay, if it's this. And I think one of the reasons that we're like that is because we feel guilty. We feel shame that we need something from someone else. And so what I would like you to practice, what I'd like you to practice being in the habit of doing. And I had a roommate in college who I adored, and she used to, before she ever got on the phone with anyone, she would write down what she was going to say, because for her it was a confidence thing. It helped her say exactly what she needed to say. And I think that's why, when we get our journals out or we write on a piece of paper and we just write down what we want to say, it's so important because it helps us put our words in order. It helps us get rid of the words we don't need, or don't need right now. And so before you ever tell someone what you need, what you're looking for, I think it's so important to do two things. And the first of those things is just let yourself get all the words out. And one of the ways you can do that is with a dictation service. You can even open Word on your computer, and there's a dictation thing in there. There are all kinds of free services just let yourself talk about what you need, whether it's something personal, you're trying to overcome a conflict, or be part of a conflict and resolve it in a positive way, or it's something you need for work. You're going to talk about a raise. One thing I hate to talk about is money. I don't like talking about money with anyone. I don't like saying to someone, I'm doing this thing for you and I would like you to pay me. Not a thing. Don't love it at all. But one of the ways that we can capture the words we want is to say all the words, but say them in a safe place. So, one of the things that you can do in your business, in your personal life, wherever you are, but primarily we're talking about that business space, is you can say all the words. Say all the words, get them all out, get them out in a way that is captured so you can go back and look at them in writing. Because we hear things, but when we see them too, it's so much more powerful. So, look at your words and, or say your words, say them out, capture them. Again, Word has dictation. There are other dictation softwares out there. You can, even with free Zoom, you can pull up Zoom and record, and you can either use their transcript or plop it into a transcript service. Otter AI is a great one. And you just speak into it, speak the words, and then look at them on the page and see, grab the words that you need that really tell you what, or really say what you're trying to say, really communicate that. Take out the adverbs, take out any descriptors, right? You're going to take out anything you don't need to get that done. And you're going to use just the basic words. I need, I wish for, this would help me. And the same thing then, and I start with the I needs, because as hard as it is to tell people what we need or what we want, um, telling them what we do is even harder. So once you've gotten comfortable with that, like, shamey filled place where you need something from someone, God forbid, then it's time to start talking to people about what you do, how you serve. And again, this is much more a mindset, as much a mindset exercise as it is a writing exercise. Because what you're doing is you're listening to that inner voice, you're listening to all the words it has to say, and then you're pulling out the ones that really resonate. So when you want to tell someone what you do, it's important to do the same thing. And this is something that will go on for all of your life. I, at least 3 times a week, have someone come to me on the phone, in Messenger, in person, and say, what exactly is it you do again? Because they don't know. And part of that is because I do a lot of things, have my hands in a lot of pots. But part of that is because I still struggle sometimes with showing up and telling people how I help, right? And sometimes we think that we need to follow a formula. I help so and so do so and so, so that blah, blah, blah. It's very clean cut, it's very crisp. Those hospital corner things, so that people are used to hearing stuff and that cadence and seeing stuff. But it doesn't have to be that formulaic unless you need it to be. Like, if you need it to be, that's great. Say all the words that you can say about all the ways you help, all the ways you show up. And if you cannot figure out for the life of you what it is you do or want to do, or the superpowers you have, I would challenge you to go to 3 to 5 people, start with 3, that really know and love you. And don't ask them what they think you do. Ask them how you've helped them. Because I promise you, the skills you use to help the people in your personal life are the skills that translate into your business. Well, you helped me organize the garage sale, and I just couldn't figure out how to get it all worked out and all the tables and everything. Okay, that's an organizational skill. It's also a systems skill. You helped me set up my spreadsheet so that I could do my budget at home. Okay, so there are skills there. There's the budget minded side of that. And then again, there's the system side of that, the software side of that, the Excel side of that. So take people who love you and allow them to talk at you the things that you've gifted them in their life. And you're going to find ways to say, I help. And then get creative with it, right? So one of the ways that I help people is I take all of those words, just like we're talking about. I take the words that they say about their business. I take the words that they say about their course, the words that they want to say to their students, the words they want to say to their clients. And I collect all of those words like a puzzle, because most of us have our words. We just don't know where to put them. And I mix them up, lay them out, and then we use those pieces to put together the full picture. That's what I do. I'm a word puzzler. It's one of the things I do. Another thing that I do is I help women who are searching for that something extra to do, to make money, to find a new adventure, to use the skills that maybe are sitting aside that they're not able to use right now. I help them put together a plan to monetize that, to make money at that, and to build a business. Those are things that I do. So to get to that point where we know what we need to say, sometimes the first step is getting all the words out on the paper. And so I think it's important as we're going through our business to do that. And we have great tools now like ChatGPT, other AI that can really help you then put those words together as well. But the first step is making sure you know all the words that are out there, all the words that you want to say that maybe aren't coming out of your mouth, because fear, anxiety that you're going to say the wrong thing, that need to be appropriate or not stumble, all of those things are going to stand in the way of you saying what you need to say. So the first step is getting it out there. All right, this has been over 10 minutes. I was hoping to go 5. Next week, I'm going to work on not rambling, but I wanted to show you really quick this latest addition to the After Christmas Party. If you're part of my Facebook group, this is good stuff. This is stuff that is available till the end of the month. We went through some of these, but I want to show you. Brandy is up now, day 10. The rest will be up tomorrow. If you did not get to catch, if you're in the group and you did not get to catch Brandy's talk, Brandy is an amazing photographer. She sat down with me and let me do brand photos in October. She allowed me to feel beautiful and competent and like I belonged in front of a camera, which is hard for me. That's the thing that I've always struggled with. And she was just lovely. But one of the cool things about Brandy is she does boudoir photography too, which is a totally different thing. And she runs a group, a community on Facebook that is a little spicy, a little sassy, and it's all about loving yourself as a woman, embracing yourself. And so Brandy has offered her goodies, which include if you sign up for her emailing list, you get a freebie that talks about outgoing makeup tips. I wrote outgoing mail at least 4 times when I was trying to write this up. And then also, she has other ways that you can partner with her. There are some discounts on her photography sessions. She's located in Indianapolis, but that's something, if you are in the geographical area and you would be willing to make a quick jaunt down there, if you're anywhere close, it's a great experience to work with Brandy. And then, like I said, she has this amazing Facebook group. So if you go to day 10 on the After Christmas Party, you will see, you can watch our discussion, which was just a great discussion, learning about Brandy, about some of the things she's done over the years since we last connected. And then I'll change the title of this. I don't know why this is not updating the way it should, but so I will fix that real quick. But on day 10, some of these aren't working. I threw this together really quick. Day 10, you're going to get her outgoing makeup tips, her bonuses, and then you're going to get other opportunities to partner with her and an invitation to join her group. So join Brandy. It'll be great. I'll go in and fix those few things right now. Have a good evening. Love to all, and talk soon.